I had to go and visit my son outside, like when he was playing outside at school.
Oh yeah.
And go and see him through the fence. Yeah, it got to that point with me. It's mad, bro. Like, so I had to just kind of time it where he would come out and be like, son, and he'd be like, dad, bro. Chat to him, and I was like, this is mad.
So what, did she just like stop?
It got to, it was a thing of, it got to the point where she moved house and didn't tell no one. So I didn't even know where my son was. Or a lot of boys were walking around not liking their dads, not realizing why they don't like their dads. Now we know, I think it's been exposed why children don't like their children now. Because like there's a lot of mothers like turning children against their dad. And we can actually see it now. Do you know what I mean? And we can see the way they're taking their kids and not letting the men see their kids. But back in the day, we didn't know that.
Do you know what? I find it so interesting because as you were just saying, I've actually seen quite a few stories. Similar stories specifically where men are like, oh, you know, I grew up with my mum, X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 this and that was happening. They would do certain things to kind of run out and see where their dad is and be at the window and this and that, and trying to see where their dad is, blah, 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 blah. And they get to an older state and they're like, raw. They sit down with their dad. They have a deep conversation. And they're like, now that I'm a man, I get it.
Yes.
And then they start dealing, the son starts dealing with women, and then they get into their own problems, and then they're like,
they get it.
I get it. And do you know what? It shouldn't have to be like that. It shouldn't have to get to a point where your son is grown up, like he's experienced certain things, and then now he's realized that you was the one that was doing. Like, do you remember
the woman that was doing it?
Yeah, do you remember the show that came out? It was one of the women that does therapy, and I think the mum had lied to the kids about who the dad was.
Yes.
For years.
Yes.
For years.
Yes.
And then it came back round. This is who your dad is. And there was still denial.
It was Kirk Franklin.
Yeah. And there was still denial. Even
now,
what he done a
DNA test, find out who his dad was, confronted his mum on it. It's this guy, and she still denied it.
Oh,
she denied the DNA test, bro.
I mean, once she told her life for that long,
it's mad, isn't it? It's like you got to keep
look
up
in the mirror.
It.
Nah,
it's like nah, it's not. But it says 99.9%. Nah, it's lying.
Nah, it's upside down. It's 66.6, man. You gotta redo it. Man.
It's crazy. I mean, I remember it got to the point with me where I had to go and visit my son outside, like when he was playing outside at school.
Oh yeah,
and go and see him through the fence. Yeah. It got to that point with me. It's mad, bro. Like, so I had to just kind of time it where he would come out and be like, son, and he'd be like, dad, bro. Chat to him, And I was like, this is mad.
So what, did she just like stop?
It got to, it was a thing of, it got to the point where she moved house and didn't tell no one. So I didn't even know where my son was. Do you know what I mean? It was mad. It was like, I don't know where he is. So then I couldn't talk to him. She told no one to tell me anything. And I was like, why? Like, that's crazy.
See,
and they made up a story about, oh yeah, because I'm scared and blah, and all this kind of, I'm just like,
that's so mad. That's so mind-boggling to me. Like,
she's scared of you or
scared of me. Like, I'm gonna go crazy on her.
That's what I'm saying.
And then it's the gaslighting, isn't it?
This is it. Because you start to think, hang on, did I do something? Did I fuck up somewhere? Like, what did I do? Like, what did we do to get here? Do you know what I mean? And it's like you start to question yourself. It's mad. And the thing is, I said it's not just my situation. I've heard this situation so many times with guys, and they're like, "What did I actually do? Like, I done all the things that men were supposed to do, and blah blah blah. But as soon as it came to breakup time, it's a lot of them get that power surge." But from the government, from the police, from the social services, and they feel like they can just act a certain way. It's crazy.
But you know what I think takes the real piss is that, let's say you are the bad guy, or let's say I am the bad guy. Yeah. Do you know these games? Yeah, you're just hurting a child. Keep hurting me.
It's mad, isn't it?
You're hurting a child.
Yeah.
Like you said, he's gonna have to wait till he's 18, 21, or 30 before he's
Have that
like,
conversation
yo,
with dad and
Yeah.
find out what was
some help.
There's a saying that says narcissists don't co-parent, they counter-parent. Meaning they try to counter your parenting when they co-parent with you. So everything that your child learned with you or something, when it's time for them to go back, they try to counter it. Oh, your dad this or your dad that. It's like it's just counter-parenting. It's not co-parenting. And I know a lot of guys that are like, my child was X and I slowly saw my child turn. You know, like, what's it called? Ghost in Power and his son Tariq. And I saw it in 50 Cent and his son. And you think, how'd you turn against your own son? And I was like, you know what? I can see it. I can actually see it. Because a lot of the time,
the influence.
you can get influence. And a lot of time being men, I was having this conversation today actually, a lot of the time being men, when you're young, you get to a point where you think you're old, innit? You get to a point where your testosterone and your balls start growing and the hair, you think, yeah,
I can do this.
And if you're around your dad, he's going to be the one that you're going to test it on. You're going to want to test your bravado out on somebody. So a lot of the time it's going to be your father.
I think that's like a Greek mythology story or something like that, where I don't know it, so don't quote me, but you can Google it. But there's a concept where the son will kill the dad to take over the family.
It wasn't Oedipus, was it? It wasn't the Oedipus. No, Oedipus is with the mum.
But it's a known concept, though. Yeah. So
I think I even heard Mike Tyson talk about it. Mike Tyson said that he was like fighting one of his sons and something, and his son like tried to get a little bit too rough, and he was like, "Yo, don't do that." You're telling him like, don't fuck about. I'm Mike Tyson, mate. Like, don't do it. But it's like I'm just like I get it because at some point in time, your child is gonna feel, especially your son, they're gonna feel like I can take my dad. He's not like me. But yeah.
But yeah, I think that's what I would encourage, or what the approach I take is like just thinking about, look, what's best for our child, and then letting go of the rest of the craziness. Like I'm not involved. You know.
To see in your situation, was you with her when you had the child?
I was with her. Yeah.
For how long?
Not long. Say about 4 years.
Yeah. And you broke up when your child was what, 4? Or
no, 2.
Was it an amicable breakup?
No, it wasn't a good breakup at all.
What happened? Well, you don't need to go into detail, but was it
about it? But it just got to that point where I couldn't ignore it.
Yeah, right.
You
had to access it.
I had to draw the line, and it was more of like a make or break. Like, yeah, I'm bad or good, or we've got to break to see if you really want this. You understand? Yeah, we want to make a go of this. We got to break, and then after that, just weirdness.
Were you the deadbeat?
Yeah. But you know, I jumped on it. Spoke with my sisters. I got the woman folk to give me a second mind. and the advice I got is take your time if you want to get back into the next relationship.
Yeah.
And show him what good looks like. That's it.
Because a lot of dads ain't deadbeats. That's what I noticed. That's what I realized.
Can we define what a deadbeat dad is?
Yeah, no, they're not. They just, you know what they are? They're guys that don't want to jump through hoops for women.
Oh yeah.
That's just what it is. You'll be a deadbeat if you do what I say. I've had guys tell me like, a woman's asked them, you got to text me every hour.
That's mad.
When you're with the child, do you know? So I know where you are. And I'm just like, what is that? And if you don't do that, then it's a problem.